The Rashtriya Janata Dal and Congress have been out of power in Bihar for around 2 decades, except for a few brief periods when Nitish Kumar deserted his NDA partner BJP first in 2013, when the JDU quit over its disagreement with Narendra Modi being projected as the prime ministerial face, and again in 2022 when it rejoined the Mahagathbandhan, following which Lalu Yadav's son Tejashwi Yadav was given the second most important position of Deputy Chief Minister in Nitish Kumar's cabinet. The party may now be the longest serving opposition party in contemporary times, relying largely on the Muslim Yadav vote bank, which constitutes more than 30% of Bihar's total population. Although a few years in government gave the RJD some buoyancy and helped keep its cadre rejuvenated and hopeful, being out of power for most of the period has caused desperation within its ranks to once again lead the alliance and the government. The 2025 Bihar Assembly election is seen as a decisive moment for many of its leaders, who have long awaited a return to power. Therefore, if the exit polls hold true, indicating that the NDA may return with a majority, it could trigger churn within the RJD, with some of its leaders possibly looking for greener pastures, thereby unsettling Tejaswi's ship. Moreover, the party has faced financial constraints during its extensive campaigns against the formidable election machinery of the BJP-JDU combined. Without power, it will lack access to funds to sustain its political outreach, which could eventually lead to resentment among its traditional supporters. Mukesh Yadav from Vaishali district says, I quote, "We have voted for the RJD in all the assembly elections. If it hasn't been able to come to power, that's their problem." Unquote. Alongside the RJD, the Congress could also find itself on edge if the Mahagathbandhan loses the election. The party has seen a massive influx of inexperienced youngsters compared to earlier times, as senior leaders remain wary of the rapid transition from old to new guard, a shift that could disrupt internal balance while in opposition. A political analyst said, I quote, "Young leaders are restless and more ambitious. When they get positions early, they aspire for higher ones, which in opposition disturbs the party's rhythm. Therefore, statistically speaking, there are higher chances of losing ground than progressing, especially in a state where your own alliance partner keeps a close eye on you and doesn't want you to grow." However, both Congress and RJD leaders believe that there has been some churn within the economically backward classes, who may have voted for the alliance, potentially lifting the opposition's numbers closer to a majority. Yet others are skeptical, arguing that the alliance did not do enough to attract that segment. During the campaign, the alliance frequently showcased Mukesh Sahni, head of EBC-based Vikashshil Insan Party, to project him as the face of the Malla community.